Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to support this bill, and I want to thank the Chair Agriculture in the sense that this is a bill that will actually transform this country. Agricultural extension officers are actually the backbone of most agricultural economies worldwide, and they have known to increase food production, foreign exchange income for nations, and more importantly, the income of those involved in agricultural activities. Mr. Speaker, agricultural extension officer, for example, in livestock keeping, dairy, farming, agricultural crop production, has a lot of activities, or is very important in the following ways. One, he organizes the farmers on modern farming technology, for modern scientific ways of controlling pests, and more importantly, engaging in proper seeds propagation. All this, the farmer is going to get more income, and by extension also, Honorable Speaker, the country will get the much needed food. And the farmers will also get income for themselves to run their daily costs, pay school fees, and do all those things. Three, the country will save on foreign exchange and not import food. I think, Honorable Speaker, in this House, we know that Kenya in the 70s and 60s was the bread basket of the region. And if you go back and look at what was going on then, the extension worker was almost in every location. I grew up seeing extension officers with very good khaki uniform. And they were in all across the villages. They were telling farmers on how to plant their seed well. They were actually organizing farmers into cooperatives. And in these cooperatives, farmers were able to save. They were able to now put themselves and market their crop very well. It is at this time and age that we've forgotten what we saw when we were growing up, that we really need to make it part and parcel of life. Honorable Speaker, every other time I've seen the ministry trying to invent the wheel. You can't reinvent the wheel in this sector without the extension officer. The extension officer is the nerve center that is going to transform this country. We can be sugar exporters, we can be coffee exporters, we can be tea exporters, we can do marvelous things. Kenya has grown over the years in terms of agricultural production. And I want to look at a case of meat. In the 60s and 70s, many countries benchmarked with this country, and we were top. But today we are doing very poorly because the extension officers have been relegated. They have been neglected. They are no longer being the core of Ministry of Agriculture. I want to ask this House to make sure that all the county governments, even the national government, has to make it mandatory that all agricultural areas in this country, and you know agriculture is the backbone of this country. Lastly, if you go to the ASAL areas, Honorable Speaker, in ASAL areas, the extension workers would act as early warning systems. In case we have seen there will be problem with rain, they'll be able to warn the farmers early to sell their livestock. They'll be able to tell them when to stock the grass, how to make sure that we cope up with the issue of water shortage, and many others. So, Honorable Mutunga, I want to say that let this issue be an issue that we put it into practice as soon as possible. Thank you so much. I support.